Once more, good morning. Alright, that's all the obligatory tweeting that we are live out of the way. So, let's get to work. Do a quick timing check, and then we'll get rolling. Yeah, looks and feels good to me. And early! Much obliged for the raid. So yeah, I only got to briefly say hello to you earlier. How'd your session go? Awesome. I know that you were playing Abyss for the league a couple of times. Did you get a score that you're happy with, or do you think you're gonna have to grind it out a little bit more? Also, Cuvelia, good morning. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, appreciate the raid as always, and for everyone that's starting to tune in, whether it's from the gracious raid from It's Too Early, or just me going live for my typical shenanigans. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's had a good start to the week so far. Ugh, timing was not that great, but yeah, we'll try. Hey, Mr. Mary. Yeah, I saw the notification for Q, and I'm probably not going to be doing any CS streams ever. I don't have a PS2. Also, I know that as someone in the U.S., I'm very lucky to say this, but my whole 2DX career, it's either been, on an RED with Infinitas, or on arcade machines. And not necessarily in arcades, but on machine. So, yeah, that's why sometimes I'm still a little wobbly as to what songs came from what CS, because I never really played them. Very nice. Good stuff, Mr. Mary. Yeah, one day I'll be able to, look at Legendarias, but, until then, we've got my, typical shenanigans. Then again, that's the point of today's stream, right? Once, I get my timing a little more locked in, or rather make sure client is okay for timing, then, yeah, we're gonna immediately bump up to 10s, and then, hopefully spend about 2 hours or so attacking 11s. And I can see it looks like we've got a couple more people tuning in. As always, good morning, happy Tuesday. Hope everything's treating you well. And yeah, we could definitely meet up at some point, epidemic allowing. It's kind of funny because at this point there's only one CS exclusive that I wish I could more easily play, and that's Troposphere from Empress. Basically everything else at this point's made it into arcades as revivals.
Is there life beyond our time? What do you believe? They are determined to find an answer, but not all has been accounted for. Let's go!
Yeah, something feels a hair off. I'm gonna quickly reboot client just to make sure. And yeah, Samba de Enero, what did that survive? 2 styles, I think? Maybe 3? Because I know that came out in Distorted, and I think it got removed after Troopers, right? I mean, it could be worse. Could be Remocon's Wanted Dead or Alive. Yeah, I think Remo, I think Dead or Alive was Empress, and then it got removed in Sirius, or got removed like one style after that. But not surprising given the absolutely ludicrous soft land that has. Yeah, sorry about the reboot. So yeah, my dumbass accidentally alt tabbed right at the start, and I thought I caught it fast enough before it would have mattered with the engine, but nah, it's still slipping because Outbreak should be an easy double A for me. So, all right, onwards and upwards. But yeah, once we get warmed up, the website that I just linked in chat, that's what we're going to be using for figuring out what new 11s to go after. Or, previously played 11s to retry. Yeah. I mean, it's possible, Mr. Mary. But my concern is that if something's giving you desync now, my concern is that it's more an inherent issue as opposed to just being spot a client, because with the number of systems that it works okay on, it should be fine. Like, yeah, you might have some initial trouble getting it set up the first time, but once you've learned what your offset needs to be and all that, song and dance, it should behave itself. Keyword should. Yeah. Well, I mean, in that vein, you could always try grabbing Spada and then seeing if that has trouble, because then that'll answer for sure if it's engine or not.
Is there life beyond our time? What do you believe? They are determined to find an answer, but not all has been accounted for.
Ugh, we are still warming up, and that is obvious, because that should have been a double A in the bag. Yep. Well, that's why we warm up, though. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday so far. See a couple more folks tuning in. Glad to have you here. Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're waking up. 174 over 174. Sure, why not? All we have to do now is just, wake up and get our timing out of the gutter. That's good. I haven't been to the petting zoo in a while. Plus, all the jacks should do the trick. One can hope. not bad. Not bad. Got a solid A on that, which, considering our best is just shy of the double, yeah, we'll take that. Let's do one more 9 and then we'll bump up to 10s. I haven't played this in a while. Not too bad. Yeah, a lot of the more, I didn't want to say, like, spammy, but, like, thinking about, like, Ryu Star stuff that's, like, really just trying to, hit the gas on just getting as much out as possible. A lot less cordy, a lot less BS, but sometimes that's not always the case. Like, Sakura Reflection is a nightmare on doubles. But, more interesting? Probably. Also, morning, Johnny. How goes it? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. How's the week treating you so far? Alright, I do want to quickly adjust my stand, because I've got a little more wiggle and wobble than I'd like, but we'll get a song queued up first. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'm glad to hear that, you're able to realize that you needed some breathing space and then you took the space you needed. Good on you. Glad to hear that. Like, right now with, looking around in general, the times we live in, it's real easy to let self-care slip or to not be taking the self-care you need. So, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, got the A. Not bad. Yeah, new clears are always great. It's tough. Yeah, like a proper sleep schedule is huge because a lot of people think it's the amount of sleep you get. It's also when. Because like for 99% of people, like there are exceptions, but the vast majority, your circadian rhythm is based on when you wake up. So it doesn't matter if like you only got 3 hours of sleep the night before or 10. If you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, your body's going to be expecting to be active for 16 to 18 hours starting at 7. You have a late night, you don't want to sleep in the next day because then that's just going to be pushing you further off in terms of when your body's expecting to next fall asleep. If anything, the best thing is to potentially fall asleep early some nights, but keep yourself up at the same time. But yeah, I just mentioned that because a lot of people don't respect sleep schedules, and then they do all this other work to try to better themselves. They go to the gym, they eat better, and they're like, why do I still not feel great? And it's like, well, all that stuff you're doing, it's like at half efficiency because you're not properly rested. It's like, what's the point? Yeah, I mean, most people need like 7 hours. Some people need more, some people need less. But yeah, the bigger thing is if you're waking up when you're supposed to be and you keep that consistent 7 days a week, if there's a couple days where, oh, you head to bed a few hours earlier than normal, or maybe you take a nap or whatever, The bigger thing is that since you're waking up when you're expecting, it's going to be easier to fall asleep when you're planning on it, which then means getting the rest you need will happen easier, which then means getting up on time is easier, and it fuels itself in a good way. Ugh. Like, not everything's gonna be a PB, but that was a lot further away than I would have liked it to have been. Ugh. Yeah, I highly recommend it too, because, you know, I'm able to function. And so we've got a couple more people tuning in. Happy Tuesday. Glad to have you here as always. So I was going to start doing 11s, but my timing on that last song was really not that great. Kind of want to do at least one more warm-up-esque song and not feel terrible about it. Let's see.
Prepare for maximum overload. The past, the present, and the future.
better. Not as good as I'd like, but better. And I think good enough. Hey, Gospel! Morning, how goes it? Good eye, thank you. And it should be back. There we go. I'm doing alright. Like, right now I'm in the middle of warming up, and accuracy's not as great as I'd like it to be. And that's saying something considering that my accuracy is normally trash, so... But aside from that, doing pretty great. Hope things are well with you. How'd your stream go last night? Yeah, small steps. I mean, as long as you're putting in the hours, you'll get there. Hey, Mira! Happy Tuesday, how goes it? Appreciate you tuning in. I'm actually just gonna do one more timing check real quick, because something just feels off, but I have a feeling it's just me internally. Yeah, it seems to be okay. So, yeah, it's probably just me then. Which is, you know, the bad news I was hoping to avoid, but it is what it is. Alright, one last song and then we'll start diving into 11s. Actually, no. 2 songs. 2 songs and then 11s, because I've actually got some things in mind. Yeah, because if I'm not in shape after these, then it's my own fault, and then I just gotta deal with it. Yeah, I, about, like, 2 songs ago, I was gonna start doing 11s, but, I had a really awful score on Kill Each Other Hyper, and it's like, all right, maybe I need to take a little more time to warm up. So I'm gonna play Journey and then Transport, because they're both near double A's, and I've been wanting to get them. And if I can't double down and focus hard and get myself properly in shape after doing these 2, then yeah, I've got bigger problems. Oh god, that was awful. Yeah, I mean, it's kill each other is a harder 10, but like look at that. Like I'm way off from my norm. Ugh. Although I will say this, kill each other is definitely easier on doubles than it is on singles. It is a nightmare of a hyper from what I've seen. Yeah, better. Alright, no time like the present. Yeah, for me, I have an extremely good idea of what I want my scroll rate to be. So, for me, typically it's just adjusting my offset by a small amount. Usually, after like an hour to 2 hours of playing and I'm like warmed up, most people they might slightly increase their speed mod a bit. Me, I might either change my offset by like zero point 0.1 positive or zero point 0.1 negative, just depending on what kind of day it is. But, you know, then again, that's because I'm more audio dependent than I am visual. So. And, yeah, Mida, what's up? Yeah, I'm not really doing requests today, like having a song queue, but like if people want to hear like a song, like one, like that's fine. I just want to make sure that I can properly focus on trying to play harder stuff and get better, as opposed to dealing with like, you know, 15 songs in the request queue. Cinder, yeah, that's actually probably good for me right now, so yeah. Yeah, we never did get the double A on this. Yeah, I mean, At the end of the day, like all timing is gonna be more like visually based because you can't know when you're supposed to hit the note if you don't see how much of a gap there is between the last note you hit and what's upcoming. I just know that in like split second judgment, if like there's a note people are unsure of, more people lean on, okay, when is it going to cross the line, or like, hit the target area, as opposed to thinking of it in terms of, okay, I know it's this far apart from the other note, which means it's supposed to have, from a musical standpoint, this much distance. I'll base it off of the audio and then timing wise where it should be. So, hey, Kawachi, morning. How goes it? Or for you, afternoon. But yeah, how goes it? Happy Tuesday. Wow, F me. I actually feel bad about that. Yeah, more than welcome, Mira. But no, I want revenge. Yeah, best of luck with the work meeting, Gospel. Appreciate you stopping by. Better. Yeah, I do feel like, in terms of song packs or updates, I do feel like something's about to drop. But then again, the past couple of months have been a very weird time, so I'm also trying to, like, keep that in mind as well. Alright, so I was hoping to be into 11s before I took my first stretch break, but I think I need to take a little more time warming up this morning. That's okay. That's fine. As long as we get to the 11s and we dig in for like a good hour or two, then like that's the point. Like that's the main thing. So we'll get there. Let's do one more song and then take a break. And as always, Mira, much obliged for the request, because yeah, Cinder kind of got me to get my rear in gear, so... Yeah, I'm quite curious if the next pack it's going to be a mix of Copula and Cinnobuzz and not just exclusively Copula, but yeah, we'll see. Finally, this whole morning I've been feeling kind of like, like a weird disconnect. Like, yeah, I'm playing 2DX, but I'm not really, like, I felt in sync with what I was doing. About halfway through that song, oh yeah, this is what timing is supposed to be like. Finally, we woke up. Gosh, that took long enough. And Mira for the bits, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Alright, so, now that we're actually awake, I am due to take a stretch break. We can postpone it one more song. Let's actually make sure we're awake and that we've got a handle on things and we actually remembered how to play this game. Oh, God, Pluto. Ah, don't get me started on Pluto. Pluto's a great song, and, like, I think it's a good boss song. Softland does not belong in 2DX. Also, hey, Azure! Morning, happy Tuesday. And once again, Obla, very much obliged for the Railjack yesterday. Also, last night, just before Dot started streaming, passed my Mastery rank 15 test, so that's in the bag. Much better. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, it was, I know that it was in Trooper CS. Did it get added to Rootage? Seriously? They put that garbage in Rootage? Oh, that is minorly distressing. Alright, one last sanity check, I swear, and then we'll take a stretch break, because, yeah, after the way that most of this morning has gone so far, I really do feel like I need to pinch myself and make sure I'm not dreaming, because it's been that bad. Hey, NSA, good morning! How goes it? Well, I keep saying good morning out of habit, although for both you and Kawachi, it's a good afternoon. Wait, nope. Mid is afternoon. Kawachi and NSA are evening. There we go. Better. Not as close to my PB as I'd like, but it's definitely not like the minus 300 that we had earlier. So, much better. I still need to get everybody's locations straight. Like, I've got most people on lock. Like, I know Kivelia's in the UK. Mira's in Italy. It's just some of the other folks that I keep forgetting. Wait, no, it's not morning. It's evening. And all that jazz. Yeah, it's a very quick song early. And there's a lot of sub-rhythm changes, which is easy to be just a hair late on. So, alright, with that, we are due to take a quick breather, so I'm going to do exactly that, and I invite you to join me. Now might be a good time to get up, stretch, walk around. I did delay my break a bit, so I'm only going to just take a quick break, only 1 or 2 minutes, and then we'll jump into 11s. Alright, see you all in just a moment. Alright, so I'm just quickly relaunching client, because I'm trying to get my rival list to update. For some reason it's not fully kicking in. So let's see if a client relaunch will do it. I know usually if you exit out to the menu it should update it, but eh. See, catching up on chat. Yeah, the Dot Phase's stream last night. Yeah, he doesn't play doubles. Like, he's only played doubles like a couple of times, and last night was mainly sight reads. And like, I knew that once he got physically acclimated to, oh, hand is here and not like over to the side, that he'd start annihilating things, because like, you don't AAA 12s and then, you know, play 5s on doubles and have that much trouble. Like, once you physically know where you need to be, you've got so much fundamentals and timing, you know, baked in. You're gonna do just fine. And yeah, he did some amazing stuff, especially considering it was essentially his first like legit sit down, let me try to do doubles session. It was fantastic. Now, let's see. Tested 3 songs. Good. Glad to hear things are going well with your hand meta. Yeah, hand injuries are no joke, and I'm not gonna lie, with me growing up with, you know, ambitions to be a pianist, so I have all of that wear and tear already, and then, you know, me playing 2DX and doubles and all that stuff, I'm amazed I haven't had either like a minor or major injury, or I have more like joint pain or something along those lines that I do now. Like, I honestly think it's a miracle, and I'm extremely grateful for that. But at the same time, and we were chatting about this meta, I'm glad that you're taking it slow, because it's super easy to say, to heck with it, play a bunch, and then just undo weeks of healing in like an hour, so... Alright, and before we dive back in, once again, thank you! A lot of folks are tuned in this morning. I know most of you are getting your lurk on, and that's fine. I'm used to it. Doesn't change the fact that I'm glad that you're here, and I hope the week is treating all of you well. Alright, so I'm going to play this and then maybe one other easier 11. Then we're going to be jumping into 11.4s based on that ranking site. Yeah, Johnny, like, especially for me, like, the first week that I got Infinitas up and running, I overplayed. Like, I didn't take proper breaks, and I played way too much back to back to back, and, like, I both mentally and physically burned myself out, and it took like a couple weeks for me to like properly recover. And that's, you know, not even, that's without an injury. With an injury, oh man, like it just aggravates so much stuff, and it's just so easy to take what progress you have and just throw it out the window. It's so difficult. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Accuracy could be a little better, but it's a lot better than what we were doing about 20 minutes ago, so we'll take it. Yeah, overplaying. I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, says the guy that has Infinitas fully unlocked. Wait, what? Use flag SP? What? That, huh. Okay. Yeah, this is a strange world that we live in then. Resonate on random. Really? I'm not really worried about getting clears. Like, if either I can clear the chart or I can't. But using random to practice and get new patterns, sure. But like either I can do scales or I can't. Like, I shouldn't have to be rolling dice to try to get clear lamps, is my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I also had the turntables taken out too, so. And just for funsies. Oh, chromatic scales. And just remember, Nageki no Ki is going to be available next month. Yeah, it was a subscriber song. It'll be bits unlockable next month. How badly do I want to embarrass myself? Okay, we're gonna leave those alone for now. Alright. Yeah, I mean, you said to look at 11.4s, and yeah, Billy is an 11.4. I agree. I'm surprised it's not 0.6, but hey. Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, it does, and it does have a lot of stuff that you could easily regain bar on. Like, so it does make sense to a degree, but like the stuff in this that's an 11 is, it's up there. Whew. Still can't believe that that's an 11.4, but yeah. I mean, scores come up by community vote, so. Correct early. Yeah, it's gonna be up next month. And yeah, those chords, the paired chords in the middle of it. Yeah, F that noise. Onwards and upwards. Also, NSA, glad you're here, just so that way, if anything, I have someone I can commiserate with. Because it's one thing if, I'm chatting with, singles players and they're like, oh, that looks hard. And I'm like, yeah, it is kind of hard. And meanwhile, you're just like, BS, how is that a 0.4? It's like, you get it. So I do appreciate the company. Yeah, one day, hopefully I'll have scores that will make me a worthy rival, but that's why we're failing 11s today, to hopefully one day get there. You go to scratch turntable and you jam your finger just perfectly parallel to the metal. Ah, we're gonna try that again. Yeah, it's a lonely road, isn't it, NSA? Because everyone's talking about, oh, this chart's easy, this chart's hard, and you're just like, I have no idea what in the hell any of you are talking about. Oh, man. Yeah, I also threw out a lot of stuff during the middle with the, during the breakdown with the charge notes. For some reason, because I should not have had trouble with that section, but... Yeah, some more consistent practice of charts of that difficulty, and yeah, I'll have that very soon, because a lot of that ending, it's either you get it or you don't, and I just was off. Yo, Dot! Morning! Thank you so much for stopping by, and again, last night, thrilled to have seen you streaming doubles. You gotta warn me when you're gonna do that stuff, man. Best of luck on the 5K. It's actually something me and the BF started getting into just before all the quarantine happened, is we were walking 5Ks, and he's actually trying to work up to hopefully run one before the end of this year, so best of luck to you, man. And of course, thank you so much for the sub. Also, if you're on audio only, that means you can hear me say, so I've got you on my rivals, and yeah, you're already destroying some of my scores, and I'm not sure if I should be proud or embarrassed. Just catching up on chat. Alicia is an easy 11, right? God. Like, I remember it was on a Sunday. A couple people in chat were like, what do you mean Alicia's hard? It's just like, well, let's take a tour of 9Dan, shall we? Yeah, Dot, in my rivals folder, you are currently winning 20 and losing 10. Alright. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Thank you for the suggestion, NSA. Well, I mean, yeah, Dot is OP. I mean, have you seen him stream? Like, The man is a god. Like, we are going to run out of flashing greats because he's going to take all of them. God, I really need to get better at chromatic scales. Like, I'm honestly convinced that, like, one thing I should do is just bust out a metronome and very slowly go through, healthy fingering for chromatics, so then I can do chromatics more on muscle memory rather than trying to make it happen. But that would have to be another time, because all of you watching me just push keys slowly to a clicking noise is not good stream content. Yeah, once I can get scales a little bit better, though, yeah, that song will be much easier. Let's see, what is that? An 11.6? Yeah, with easier, if the scales weren't as tricky, or more accurately, if I had an easier time with scales, then yeah, that is a lot more in range. Let's see, going through the 11.4s. Let's see, we passed this. Huzzah. Haven't passed that, though. NSA, when you say top rankers do it, are you talking about the metronome practice? Because I'm not surprised at all. So I've been working on a how to get started in doubles guide for a long time now. And part of what's slowing me down is one thing that I want to put out with that guide is either BMS or Stepmania files, probably both, just for ease of access. That is just like a chromatic scale at 70 BPM for like 3 minutes. And then another chart where it's the same thing at 80, at 90, and you just have a slew of here's patterns you're going to want to get better at in an abstract environment, and you can just practice them. So the other thing is, if you take a look at Handcam for a sec, I have a habit from piano of crossing my thumb under for whenever I'm doing a scale, because typically that's what you do in piano. If you think of fingers as being numbered with the thumb as one, if you're doing a long scale, typically you go either 1, 2, 3, 1 or 1, 2, 1, depending on the notes. And sometimes I try to do that for chromatics in 2DX, and that doesn't end well. You're really supposed to try to keep, third finger locked on the 4 key as much as you can. Like, once in a while, sure, but for repeated chromatics over and over, kind of like in that last song, it doesn't end well. And like 1, 2, 1 works, especially if you've got both hands together for sure, but in doubles, they're a lot more separated. So you might be able to do that 1, 2, 1 thing once, but then if you have to do a repeating chromatic over and over, it can trip you up. Whatever figure position you learn playing 11s, throw it all away when you start playing 12s. Yeah, that could be the case, NSA. But yeah, Gospel, that wanting a drill mode, that's kind of what's taking my getting started in doubles guide so long, is because I want to provide that resource for people. Like, in addition to talking about, hey, here's typical good fingering, here's typical patterns you're going to see, here's good starter songs. Hey, here's stuff you can practice with to get more physically acclimated, because that's also one of the bigger things, is just learning, oh, hands go here now.
Is there life beyond our time? What do you believe? They are determined to find an answer, but not all has been accounted for. Let's go!
Oof, that that actually hurt a little. But practice will make perfect. Hey, Yuzu! Good morning. How goes it? Appreciate you tuning in, saying hi. Or, stopping by. Let's see. Here it is. I've heard that name. I probably have seen the videos. I'm not immediately remembering them, but I know that name. Sounds a lot like Dennis, or a DENI5. That's another god tier 12s player. And I'm pretty sure I've seen the videos from the reader that you're talking about. I'm just gonna jot that name down for later. Alright. Let's see. What would be next for a 0.4? Really? Really? I call shenanigans on that, because I remember playing that, and that just absolutely destroyed me. How is that a 0.4? Fair, NSA. Yeah, it is a lot of the same. It's just, unfortunately, that same pattern over and over is also really freaking tricky. I think I'll give Rocket another shot. I do want to just play something else first, just because I'm still a little tired from Outbreak. So, just take a little bit of a breather, then we'll dive back in. Yeah, user, the 2DX is hard, but if you practice, it will pay off. It's one of the things I love about it the most, is it's not just hope that you get better. If you're willing to put in the time, you will make it happen, which is nice. Qvelia wondering when they'll add Cheer Train. Yeah, that's a good question. Also, why would you say such things? You know Cheer Train on another is a nightmare for doubles. Why would you do this? Good stuff. Love Lapis. I wish the Anothers for Lapis were easier, but yeah, it's a goal to aspire to. Oh God, Johnny, that sounds awful. So you're remoting in. Oh, 360 by 480. Just oh no, no. Why? Yeah, sorry to hear that. Alright. So, I am about due for another stretch break. But first, let's get destroyed by Rocket. And again, just because I haven't said this in a little while, thank you. Appreciate a lot of you folks being here this morning. I know there are some people that are lurking or have me on audio only. Perfectly fine. The more important thing that matters is that you're here and, you're doing well, and I thank you for making me a part of your day. Let's see, Yuzu. Yeah, I mean, Stepmania is a great engine, and it's a lot of it's a good way to get started in Bimani. If you want to get more into 2DX, I mean, there's Lunatic Rave, which is kind of like the Stepmania equivalent. But all in all, like, Stepmania is a great engine. Ugh, God, it's like Line for Ruin, but evil. Ugh. Yeah, seeing the progress that that team has made on Stepmania over the past decade, yeah, it's incredible. Like, considering it runs on basically anything and has extremely good support options, like, it just... Yeah, NSA, I just remember Line for Ruin does a lot of basically just lead synth on a single hand in a continuous run, while the other hand just does basic, kick snare. It's just Rocket is a lot faster. Yeah, why not? Alright, so we'll play this and then we'll take a stretch break. Not sure how I had the energy to get a PB, let alone even do as well as I did, but yeah, we'll take it. Sure. Yeah, glad to hear homework with Dante is done. Hoping it went well, Mira. Alright, so, it's been another hour, so I'm going to be taking another stretch break. I invite you to join me. Maybe now's a good time to grab some water or walk around a little bit. Either way, I'll be back in 180 seconds, and then we'll fail some more 11s. Alright, see you all shortly. Alright, we're back. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday so far. I know I am. Even though, we're basically throwing ourselves up against a wall over and over, practice will make perfect. And again, super glad to have all of you here. Whether you're lurking, got me on in the background, whatever the case may be, thank you for making me a part of your day. And yeah, let's play some more 2DX. Alright, I do want to just play one non-11 just to kind of come back and give myself a little bit of a physical rest, and then we'll keep going through all the .4s. We had that for a PB and possibly a double A, and then we just choked on the ending. No regrets though, because that was fun. Let's see. Random 9? Kind of want to get back to 11s. Having said that though, Fantastic 3 is a 10. So we'll play that. I've had it hard cleared, pre-Infinitas, but I haven't been able to get that hard lamp, back since. So let's give that one shot. Yeah, it's a sequel. It's a good song, too. Darn it. It is what it is. Agreed, Johnny. Yeah, I'd love to have more Funkot songs, which is actually a genre, believe it or not. Like, at first I thought it was something made up, but nope, it's a genre. And yeah, more Funkot would be real fun. Alright. So let's see, where did we last play? Was it Rocket? Yeah. Okay, so up next for 11.4s. Uh-huh. Alright. Yeah, I just need to be faster. That's totally doable. I just need to be so much faster. Hey, Dot, welcome back. And, welcome back home. Hopefully the 5K went well. That's really good. You're doing about a mile every 6 minutes. Good stuff. My scratching exists. Like, honestly, I'm not sure how it is. Like, I want to say my turntable skills are, they're not great, but they're not bad. Kind of, But yeah, if you did, Dot, 3.8 in 25, I mean, that's roughly a mile every 6 minutes, which is incredible. Read by Full Metal NSA? I haven't tried it. Out of curiosity, what is it rated? Oh. an 11.8. Neither Watch Out or Watch Out Part 2 is in Infinitas yet. I didn't think so, but yeah. I mean, we could try it. Just for the hell of it. I doubt I'm gonna pass it. And I don't even think it's gonna be a decent run, but I mean, that's kind of the point, right? Minimalian DPH. Yeah, that sounds about right, Dot. Yeah, I've been making in terms of talking about good to get outside, like I've been making a point of deliberately going outside for at least a half hour every day. Like, I'm immunocompromised, so I need to avoid people. So, yeah, at the same time, usually people aren't walking around at literally like noon or 1 o'clock. So, but yeah, getting actual like sunlight and a change of environment, it does so much good for you because, as much as we can have all of these other reinforcements and whatnot, at the end of the day, we're, advanced monkeys and our brains need certain stuff to stay happy. Ugh, almost got the B on that. I'm actually quite happy with that. Oh, much obliged for the suggestion, NSA. Because, yeah, I would not have thought of trying that anytime soon. Chart's fun. Yeah, to say that it's slick is one way to put it. Like, that kind of, like, juggling in doubles, like, it's half the reason to play. It's when you nail it, it is so satisfying and so fun. I don't think I'll clear it in a few more tries. I do think, though, that that's a lot closer of a clear than I would have thought of, like, out of the gate. And maybe in a month or two, if I, behave myself and keep practicing, for sure. Same with Kailua, another, actually. And Dot, super impressive. You flatter me. Not impressive. Good effort, but eh. If I got the B, then yeah, maybe I'd believe you. But yeah, whenever people ask me why they should play doubles, and I'm trying to tell them it's fun, like a good turntable chart, oh, it's so good. Like, I was actually debating giving up doubles back in Empress, and no joke, Naughty Girl at Queen's Palace on Hyper, I had so much fun on that chart. I'm like, yep, nope, we're sticking with this. It's super fun. Same with Golden Palms. Golden Palms Hyper, probably one of my favorite all-time charts. It connects with what's happening musically really well, and it's got like a perfect mix of chords, runs, turntable. Just everything is just real nice. Yeah. So, like, in a video game, when you meet, like, the village idiot that teaches you the basics, and he gives really good advice, but then he never gets good at anything himself? Hi! Like, I'm really good for helping people out and getting people started, but I still have yet to, like, really become a master. Like, there are people I've gotten started in doubles that have gone on to clear 12s. I have yet to clear a 12. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I've earned this. Yeah, we'll go back to failing in a moment. I love this song, and I love this chart. Just the runs in it are just so satisfying. Hey, Clary! Thank you for the follow. I know you've started stopping by recently. Appreciate the follow. How goes it? If I remember correctly, I think you were streaming a little earlier, unless I misread Twitch. But either way, glad to have you here. Such a fun chart. Yeah, it really is. Like a lot of the more like jazz type songs really shine on doubles compared to singles. Because I know that like this and the Soundholic boss from Pendule. I know that a lot of singles fans aren't huge fan of the charts, but on doubles they're a blast. Yeah, Clary, so you were streaming earlier. Yeah, hope your session went well. Yeah, I was just about to go live myself, so I wasn't able to tune in. But I hope you had a good session, and I appreciate you stopping by now. Like, yeah, like this song, I know this is a nightmare on singles, but it's a ton of fun on doubles. Hey, Burkant! Yeah, a lot of folks are starting to tune in. Appreciate everybody stopping by and saying hi. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday so far. Alright, so we need to get back to failing 11s if we're gonna get better, so let's behave ourselves and do the thing. Let's see, the last thing we played, at least from 11.4s anyway, was Rocket. Oh no, Zephyrantes. So let's see, what would be next in Popula? Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it is a good chart. I remember this. I think I played this like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's been a while, but I remember having fun with it. Although I had trouble.
Let's go.
Oh, we almost had the A. Like, I know we managed the PB, but I was real hoping to squeak out the A. And yeah, that chart is fantastic. Heck of a rush towards the end, but good chart. Yeah, Gospel. So yeah, Dot did 3.8 miles in about 24 minutes. So yeah, I think it went well. Yeah. Yeah, I am happy about the PB. It's just so annoyingly close to getting the A. Yeah, we'll get there though. I might revisit that before we end the stream because I don't think I'm going to be able to pass it, but being able to bump that up to an A, I think would be good. Let's see, what is up next? Wait a second. So, I listened to the Korsuke Battle Royale album, and I didn't know Venom was in Cinnobuzz. Oh, crap, that's exciting. I am looking forward to playing that one day. Because I must have missed that when I last played Cinnobuzz somehow. Awesome, awesome. Alright, anyways, back to 11s. I think .4s are already pushing it as is NSA. Once I've gone through all the .4s, maybe dabbling into some .6s at the end for fun. Yeah, but right now, I lost my place. Where are we? Here we are. Copula 11.4s. What song is this? I think this last 11 that's on the list might not be in Infinitas yet. No, it is. I'm just dumb. Okay. There we are. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. So I'm playing and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is hard, but like, where's the 11? And yep, there it was. We found it. It was in the last two measures. Yeah, it was a fun chart though. But yeah, those jacks at the end. Yeah, that was a decision someone made. Alright, so that's all the 11.4s in Copula. Let's take a look at Pendule. Struggle with Blaze It Up. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I know that even on like the normal and the hyper, I had trouble with timing this song for some reason. I've played it, the another. I don't remember it though. Oh yeah, the train song. Yeah, that because by the time you get to the end, like the song isn't all that hard, but it's fairly nonstop. So suddenly finding the stamina to do jacks on jacks on jacks on jacks and all those trill chords. Yeah, I'm not surprised. What? That was a chart that someone said this is fine. Wow. Just in the opening, those white key chords that shuffled up. Good God. Yeah, I think you might be right, NSA, in terms of Pendule being on the higher end of things for the .4s. Let's see, up next would be Blue Mirage. And no, it's an off-sync piece of garbage. Moving on. I remember this having really bad program world syndrome, where it's nothing, 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 and then every single note within the last 10 seconds. I'm not saying no, I'm just giving myself a few more seconds to rest, because this is going to destroy my muscles for a bit. What, spot on about Blue Mirage or Chain of Pain suffering from PW syndrome? Yeah, I'd like to think so. Honestly, the only reason I remember this chart as much as I do is this was one of the last console songs to get revived that I was waiting on, so as soon as it came out, I was super hyped for it. And, yeah, it made an impression. I mean, on the one hand, typically Konami only gives 12s to artists they trust. On the other hand, 2DX has been around long enough that now 12s are no longer special. So, but yeah, like when I first started out in doubles, and this is like 15 years ago, I was like, you know what? I just want to get good enough at 2DX so I can play anything on Hyper. Because sometimes the others are just shenanigans, and if I'm at least playing the Hyper, I'm likely sinking my teeth into the song enough that I'm actually like really playing the song and having fun. And then, you know, a year or two later, I'm like, you know what? Let's go for Kaiden. Seeing some of the new 12s that have come out, I'm wondering if maybe the being able to play Hypers comfortably is the healthier goal. Welp, we got the B and we got the PB, but oof a doof of that ending. Like, and the main reason I was just kind of in shock is just like, okay, we're still maintaining a PB. Let's push on. This will be worth it. This is debatably worth it. Catching up on chat. Make it bounce 10 across the entire song, and then... Oh, that's cute. Okay. Yeah, like we managed to upgrade to a B, and like when I'm trying new charts, like, you know, the 11.4s that I'm doing, if I can manage a B for an EX score, like, that's my goal. Like, if I can pull that off, I'm actually quite happy, because, you know, that means that I'm hitting a decent amount of the chart, I'm understanding a good chunk of it, you know, and all that. It also kind of feels like a false victory when so much of it is just crammed in at the end, and it's like, okay, I did really great on the front half, but it's like, you know, the last, you know, 10 seconds that matter. How good did I do on that, you know? So, I know I've cleared this already, but, you know, given that we're, you know, kind of really warmed up, you know, more so than normal and what we're cracking into, I wonder if I can upgrade this to an A. Yeah, why not? Take care, Mira. Thank you so much for stopping by and being wonderful as always. Have a great Tuesday. Yeah, no PB, but minus 20 of it? Yeah, that's fantastic. I'll happily take that. Especially with all the stuff that we've just been doing. Oh, yeah, true, NSA. Yeah, I know that a lot of 2DX is cramming stuff into the last moment. I'm just talking more in general of, like, I'm trying to measure my own progress. Because, you know, right now I'm trying to step up what I can read, and it's like, when I play an 11 that's everything in the ending, it's kind of hard to gauge, like, you know, how well did I actually do, you know? Alright, so, we've got about 4 minutes before the hour. I do want to play something a little easier just to give my arms a break. And then there's an 11 from Sunday I was close to passing that I want to give one more shot today before we wrap up. And then, yeah, we'll be wrapping up the stream with a final incandescence, but so far this morning's been fantastic. A lot of great practice and a lot of great people. We've got a lot of folks tuned in that I know are either lurking or otherwise, you know, have me on in the background. Whether you're lurking or you're in chat, either way, it's fantastic to have you here. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make it impossible to improve. It's just difficult to immediately gauge how you did. Like a lot of times, if like you play a song and you finish, you can look back and be all like, "Oh yeah, I did better on the ending there," or "Oh yeah, I had a minor PB." But when it's just nothing but garbage, or it's a real onslaught in the ending, not necessarily garbage, but just it's suddenly a bunch of stuff out of nowhere, and you're basically just making educated guesses or relying on reflex and hoping, you've improved enough that that gets you through. And you can't accurately say, "Oh yeah, I definitely got this note, but I messed up on this chord." You're not sure what happened, like you have the result, but you're not sure what generated it. It's tough to gauge how you're doing and what to try to practice. Oh, I love that song. Chart is super fun too. Ooh. Yeah, I've heard about flashes, like explicitly being a nightmare. Ugh. Yeah, thank you, Dot. Yeah, the my accuracy on that was garbage, but when you're bopping along and you're really enjoying the song, accuracy tends to go out the window. But yeah, if you're looking for like fun charts, Dot, Golden Palms Hyper, one of my all-time faves. Just everything about it just clicks really well. Hey, Utati! How goes it? Glad to see you again. You've got your fingers know what to do more than you might realize, Dot. Honestly, like I think you've got a stronger grip on doubles than you think. Just a matter of playing more. Like once you had a couple more play sessions and you're less actively mentally juggling, oh, my hand is supposed to be here as opposed to like here off to the side, you're gonna be a monster. I mean, not surprising, considering that you destroy stuff on singles, and a lot of that is going to carry over. So once you've got less upfront, I have to actively manage what's going on, and you can just react. I mean, you are going to destroy. And Early, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate the support. All right, so I've got an 11 here. that I want to try to pass that I was super close on Sunday. Let's see if we can make it happen. And then after that, we'll be wrapping up the stream, and we should have someone to raid. Fingers crossed, anyways.
ひらりはらりと乱れまい。今宵咲きます一輪の花。聞いてください。ダダダダダダダダダ。飛び交う視線ロックして変貌怪しい闇で打ち抜いた衝動。その間わずか 0.23 秒歯向かうすべはないまさに先行。いっそ花になってちょいなって夜になって踊れ。花になってちょいなって夜になって踊れ。花になってちょいなって夜になって踊れ。花になってちょいなって夜になって。大体なんだかんだ来る絶頂歯止めは聞かず興奮と熱狂。ぶっ飛ぶやつかけてよ DJ 目の前急に地獄のダンスホール。
Crap accuracy. But what else is new? Yeah, we got there. Good stuff. Mark that for the highlights. Whew. Yeah, great session for sure. Yutari? The same way as anyone else. Practice, practice, practice. I mean, that's one of the things I love about 2DX is that it is a very difficult game. But if you put in the practice, like if you consistently take some time to play harder stuff, you will get better. Like, it is one of the most rewarding games I've ever played. It's what has kept me playing it for so long. Yeah, you should. You should, Yutari. It's a great game. And there's a lot of ways to get into it. Like, you've got Infinitas, there's also Lunatic Rave, and then, you know, for people that are willing to, like, you know, help or give guidance, I mean, look at chat. A lot of the folks you see in chat right now also stream, and we love getting new people on board. I mean, the Bimani community is one of the most supportive communities I've ever encountered. I'm proud to be a part of it, and if you want to join in on the fun, we'd love to have you. So, in regards to Infinitas, so there's 2DX that's in arcades, and then Infinitas is Konami's official home version. Like, this is an official game put out by Konami. There's a monthly fee, but it is online. It does have server access and stuff like that. There is also Lunatic Rave, which is kind of there's Dance Dance Revolution, and then there's Step Mania. You have 2DX. there's Lunatic Rave. And charts for Lunatic Rave are known as BMS files or BMS charts. And BMS diverges a little from 2DX, especially in the end game for like what really hard charts tend to be like. But the Lunatic Rave community is incredible. Lots of amazing music and charts getting made as part of annual contests and fan-run festivals. It's wonderful. If you're interested in Lunatic Rave, Dotphase, who's in chat right now, has been streaming it for years. Also, Voxandra immediately comes to mind. But for like Infinitas, you've got me. It's Too Early also streams Infinitas, and I mention early because one second, I am blanking on what my shortcut for it was. There we go. But I also mentioned It's Too Early because the I don't have my own Discord. Early does, and a lot of people that are just getting started in Infinitas have been going to that Discord for initial advice, on getting the client set up for the first time, or just getting rival codes from other folks to have rivals. There is also a guide for Infinitas called Infinicon by Cold Cuts. Come on, Chrome. There we go. That guide goes through everything for getting started in Infinitas, from downloading and installing it, to getting an account set up with Konami if you don't have one already, all of the menus, how the rival system works for adding and searching for rivals, everything. So it's a phenomenal guide. There is an update I'm trying to work with Cold Cuts to get done, but I've been really lazy about it. But the only things that are going to be in the update, it's really just more conversational stuff, like advice on how to unlock songs faster or more efficiently. Everything you need to get started and all of the absolute need-to-know info is in that guide. It's phenomenal. You can't play against other people in real time. In arcades, there's a arena. This does not have an arena equivalent, but if you see in the lower right, just above my webcam, there are rival scores. You can have active rivals and compete with other people for scores, and it does update, in pseudo real time. Once sessions end and then the scores post. So. But yeah, if you're not able to play at an arcade, because for whatever reason, whether it be the issues with the epidemic, or just there's not an arcade near you, Infinitas is a fantastic way to play 2DX and support Konami. Yeah, the earlier this year, the 120 Hz update got announced, but yeah, arena or similar group play or something. Oh, I know that would get a lot of people to give Infinitas more of a try. So, all right, at this point, I am due to wrap up, just because unfortunately I have stuff I need to get done today, so I can be a responsible adult. You all have been wonderful. But before we wrap up the stream and see if there's anyone to raid, we first need to have a final incandescence. Hey, SBR! Appreciate you chiming in and saying hi. Unfortunately, I'm just wrapping up, but if you're waving hello after lurking, appreciate you stopping by. So that is going to be it for the stream for today. I will be back tomorrow morning for my typical time frame and typical shenanigans. Today was a focus on failing 11s and trying to get better. So tomorrow we'll be back to just kind of more of a casual stream, lots of requests encouraged, that sort of deal. Trying to do an on day, off day. And yeah, so far it's been working out really well. So, we should have someone to raid. Let me take a quick peek. We do. Excellent. So, before we do the raid, thank you. A lot of folks today, so if I miss anyone, I sincerely apologize. So, let's do this. So, to everybody that's tuned in, you know, whether you're in chat or you're lurking, either way, again, it's always fantastic to have you here, you know, especially in these times where, you know, it's easy to lose sense of being connected or having a sense of community. The fact that you're choosing to be here and to try to connect with other people, you know, I think that's fantastic. And the fact that you're choosing me, again, you want me as a part of your day, it's a pleasure and an honor. And Early, thank you so much for the raid at the start of the stream. And Mira for the subscription. Nope, no subscription. Bits. There we go. Brendan, get your crap straight. Also Early for resubbing. And Dot, thank you so much for the sub. And so happy you tried out doubles last night, because I know you've been talking about it for a while, and I know it was scary for you, but honestly, last night was amazing to watch. And then to all of the folks in chat, Qvelia, Mr. Mary, Johnny 2DX, Gospel, Kawachi, Azure, NSA, and NSA, all of the suggestion and advice for doubles has been tremendous recently. Thank you so much. Yuzu, Clary, Burkant, Utati, SBR, all of you folks are wonderful. And like I've been saying, a lot of you also stream or actively make an effort to support each other's streams, and that kind of, you know, support and unity in this community, it's why I'm so proud to be a part of it. So thank you. So right now, we've got a couple of people we could raid, but it looks like, are they live? They are. So, I would like to go raid Kawachi, because he's been phenomenal and always says hi and whatnot. So, let's all go say hello. Until next time, take care and be safe, everyone.